American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. Powering his way into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away, and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a handoff looking right, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And now here come the Ravens. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Clayton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They go play action here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. As his guys are in for 6, and the Browns add on to their lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Throw left side complete. It's Mason. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going backwards. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and through. And it's now 21-0. Out is is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he's taken down, but able to. Slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Clayton. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
He dumps it underneath for Taylor. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now Lewis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Let's go. 319. 319.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Lucky 56.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Steps away to his left. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. And that one results in 35 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half.
And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Buying time to his left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
3:19.
They'll look to throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate the sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Back to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Over, 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 over.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Let's just feel it at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a handoff working right. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way up to the 46. That good for 19 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going up top. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Hot.
Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mason. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They give him a gain of 38. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
11 more on that one, and another first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bryant. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Now a toss play to Lewis. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try again with Lewis. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Taylor. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Now Stewart. From the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Edwards. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up fourth down. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it second and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Clayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now second and 13.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation. Johnson was the intended receiver. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering Is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. Now they try the right side here. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They go play action here on first down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a handoff looking right, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now they try the right side here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
All right, now, look at 56. Look it.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the ball comes loose. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cleveland, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And next week, they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving at rude boy. I'm waving at you, boy. Ran off on the two like True Goy. Imagine me, do boy. You could never do what I do, boy. Still ducking that I did, boy. In Paris for a hit, boy. These ain't the same type of hits, boy. Can get, boy. You don't take these type of risks, boy. Cause this boy been throwing that like Rich, boy. You miss, boy. Your numbers don't add up on the, that was 10 years ago. If you know, you know. Yeah. If you know, you know.